Hi Scorpio, welcome. So Scorpio, this is going to be your July reading. I am doing a combination of spiritual general messages as well as the you versus them love messages. So we're going to start with the general overview and then we're going to go into the more detailed relationship reading. If you're only interested in the you versus them portion, you can click on the timestamp in the description box. Otherwise, let's get started, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, first card out, your card, the 8th house of intimacy. Oh my gosh, no way. You also, your card, Scorpio energy. Wow, and then the semi-sextile of allowing. What are the odds? As my puppy joins me. He's attached to my hip. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, what are the odds that, anyways, that the first two cards out were your cards, Scorpio? Holy cow. Holy Scorpio energy up in the house. That's what I'm saying. All right, so wow, definitely showing up in your element here. This is all about transformations, passion, your Kundalini energy can be very intense. Also highlighting intimacy and relationships right out the gate. But this is all right in your wheelhouse, Scorpio, right? And out of this is coming some sort of opportunity, right? There's some sort of growth cycle coming in. Spirit encouraging you to see the potential as opposed to the barriers, okay? And there's also a reward here for you, Scorpio, and I heard intrinsically. So something intrinsic that you're receiving from Spirit or that you're learning about yourself during this time frame. So let's see what else we have coming. And I'm going to try not let my dog distract me. You should have seen him in the Gemini reading. He was like crazy. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, FYI, you may want to check out their reading. But let's see what we have coming through. You have the card of ripeness, which is the number 9, and the source. So yeah, there's two messages here about something coming to fruition, right? Something coming to manifestation. And this may be something that you've been patient about, Scorpio, or that you've been patiently working on. It could be in your financial sector, but it could also be within intimacy and relationships. And for my female Scorpios that are in the childbearing ages, it could also talk about fertility. So, and then you have the card of silence. So I heard silence is a girl's best friend, which I think it's diamonds are a girl's best friend. But something about silence, it's almost like the less you give away, the better you are, the less you put out there, even, Scorpio, like the better you are. Okay, so some weird messages coming in around that. So let's see what angel cards we have here. The 9 of Swords. Are you chewing on the chair? Stop it. This puppy is crazy and crazy attached to me. Everywhere I go, he goes. I go to sleep, he goes to sleep. I go for a walk, he's got to go for a walk. You know? Crazy. Oh, wow. Scorpio, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, so I don't really care for this energy here. This is like, I heard mind your own business. Ooh. So I don't know if somebody's minding your business, Scorpio, or if you are minding someone else's business. Sometimes this card can be like online stalking, you know, just, I hate the word stalking, but like Facebook, Instagram, it makes it so easy, right, to check on people. You could be checking on someone. Be careful. It's all right to be curious, Scorpio, but if it causes anxiety, if it gets you all up in your head, then better off just not knowing. You know what I mean? Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Now, for some of you, this may be someone who is keeping an eye on you, in which case, if they are, there's some gossip around this, and they're stressing about it. So again, like, I get like how easy it is to like look someone up these days, and I've done it. You know what I mean? But it also never feels good, right? It never really feels good, whether they're doing good or bad or whatever. When you're on the down low like that and you're just like trying to get an idea, like there's like a creepy kind of energy to that. It's a lower level energy, especially if you're looking with ill intentions or, you know, hoping to see something bad. I don't know. Something weird, funky going on there. Something funky. I'm sure it's going to show up in the rest of the reading. So let's see. Let's go. Let's go into the headspace for my Scorpios. Into the headspace for Scorpio. You have the Justice card here. The Ace of Pentacles. The Chariot. This is beautiful energy here. Strength card and the King of... Sorry about that. All right, Scorpio. So, you know, when it comes to like where your head is at, I feel like you're actually on solid ground. Like, I feel like you got your head on straight. You know what I mean? Because what's showing up here is balance, right? Keeping the peace, knowing where to invest your time and energy, you know, moving forward with your life, but towards the things that make you feel more comfortable, more at home, more secure in your space. Some of you, it's like you're at this point where you do feel secure in who you are and where you stand and like your lot in life, you know what I mean? And that's where the majority of your focus is going, is like the growth and development of whatever you currently have going on in your life. And I do feel there's growth and development here, particularly when it comes to matters of career or finances, but it could also be within commitments and intimacy. But there's some sort of balance coming through for you, and it's like a confidence building type of energy, right? Like, you know, like look at this depiction of the King of Pentacles, by the way. Like he's totally chill in his environment, knows, you know, who he is, has some wisdom to give. And I feel like Scorpio, whether you're male or female, this is what's showing up as your energy, right? So let's go a little bit further. Okay, I have a song in my head. Sorry, it came out of nowhere. The Sheryl Crow says, "Gotta feel like hell tonight. Nothing's wrong and nothing's right. You can't change the way I am. Are you strong enough to be my man?" Ooh. You may randomly hear that song that may resonate with you in some weird, bizarre way. Go look up the lyrics. Because I was like, yeah, out of the blue. Anyways, going into the heart space, the Star, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this is really beautiful energy here, Scorpio. Some of you, you know, have found a soulmate here or are in a soulmate connection where it's allowing you space to heal. It's allowing you space to be yourself. So that's how you know when you found the one. It's the person you can be yourself the most with, right? The person you don't have to hide your flaws from, that accepts you as you are. And some of you have that. Now, some of you are calling that in, say for my single Scorpios or those of you who are looking for a relationship. There's a lot of potential for that here. And so pay attention to whoever enters the scene, you know, in July and August, because there is growth potential, commitment potential there, right? It's not like a fly by the night type of thing. For those of you who are already in a connection, I get a sense of like protectiveness around it. Like, don't mess with my man. Or, you know, like, don't mess with my woman. You know what I mean? Like, which is very Scorpio, like whether you're male or female, you know, you don't want to mess with a Scorpio's mate. Or just don't mess with a Scorpio, period. But, Yeah, I feel like, and almost borders, I don't want to say jealousy, but a little bit. And there may be jealousy around the connection, right? That could be what this gossip is about, the stalking energy over here. Um, and then, you know, for a few of you, and you know, if you're in this group, some of you might be the one jealous and stalking someone else's relationship, which is going to mess with your head if that's the case. Period. Point blank. It's definitely going to mess up what you have going on because it's going to mess with your vibration. It's going to mess with your thoughts. It's going to mess with your emotions, right? So careful with that, Scorpio. But for the most part, I feel like I'm connecting with a much larger group of you where you're the one in either in a connection or calling in a connection and receiving some sort of karmic reward here. All right. And for the very few of you who are not even interested in a connection, this is just about getting more aligned with self, working on yourself, working on your goals, you know, headed towards some sort of wish fulfillment. But the only barrier here is this guardedness, this defensiveness that can get the best of you. So be careful with that, Scorpio. There's that song again. God, I feel like hell tonight. Ooh. Let's see, what else for Scorpio? Always so interesting to read for you, Scorpio. All right, you and Gemini. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the Empress. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Becky, look at her butt. Sorry. Please stay with me. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I'm so extra right now. But what I was saying, oh my gosh, about was it's your card for the third time. Threes may be important. You may notice things coming in threes. The number 333. You've got your card out 1, 2, 3 times. So, Scorpio, whatever is happening for you, whether it seems like what you want or what you do not want on the surface, in the bigger picture, Scorpio, this is working out for you. Never forget that. Never let that slip your mind. There's something going in your favor here with the Wheel of Fortune. And really the only thing that could throw you off balance is if you give this lower level, sneaky stalker, gossipy, weird, shadowy energy your attention. That's really the only thing that can knock you off course right now. So why, when you have all of this to be grateful for, all of this going for you, making sense for you in your life, would you even attempt to entertain this low-level childish energy here? Now, for some of you, this is about growth and development. There might be something in yourself that's a bit insecure or jealous, and that's what causes you to go in that direction, which is just a sign and a gentle nudge from the universe anytime an insecurity appears, that's something that you have yet to fully move away from, fully develop within yourself. So there's this loving message coming through, like, don't be hard on yourself if you do stay up late one night and let your insecurities run you, or, you know, be online too long. I don't know. But also recognize that it's toxic, that it always makes you feel toxic. It never goes in the good direction, and it throws you off kilter. Recognize the connection, right? For those of you who aren't the one necessarily doing that, but say you have an outsider here who's weighing in or gossiping or, you know, paying attention to what you got going on, but maybe not in the most positive ways, who cares? Block them out energetically. You know what I mean? if you're able to. Sometimes the people who make life hardest for us are the people that we're closest to. So it's not always possible just to like block someone out of your life. But you know what I mean. Redirect your energy, redirect your focus onto what makes you feel good, right? You have the card of the Empress again. So 3 different messages about something manifesting and coming to fruition during this time frame. Another card about fertility, by the way. And then big changes ahead, Scorpio. Huge changes. But these are growth opportunities, and Spirit is encouraging you to see the beautiful potential here. So let's see what the guidance is. I love that song, by the way. I haven't heard it in forever. There's another part of the song coming through where she says, lie to me. Lie to me. I promise I'll believe. Lie to me. I promise I'll believe. But just don't leave. Go check that song out. All right, it says just ask and soul solitude is the guidance. There's many here in the spirit world that want to assist you. We're made up of the divine, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirits. We are your spiritual team, and we are here for your guidance. Don't forget to reach out to your own guides, Scorpio. We all have guidance available to us. And then you have soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There's moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can be at peace and quiet, which is super interesting because you got the card of silence earlier, if you remember that. It's a time to pause and reflect in a time for you. So maybe needing a little bit of introversion time, solitude, right? Which all my fixed signs love a little bit of solitude here and there, especially you, Scorpio. So, wow, super interesting. Let's get into the you versus them relationship part of the reading. I will see you in just a minute. And welcome back, Scorpio. So this is going to be the you versus them portion of the reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, yada, yada, yada. Let's go. All right, so you have the second house and Virgo energy here. Could be connecting with Virgo energy or have that in your own birth chart. Also Taurus energy here, but your material world, your possessions, your income, your sense of worthiness being highlighted here. And it's paired with this very methodical, efficient, discerning type of energy here, right? But this could also be a very hypercritical energy, and this could also indicate, you know, being a little too in your ego. So that may be something just to be aware of, I guess, Scorpio, as we go into the reading. But this is the shared energy between you and this person. Yours is the 5 of Wands. So some of you feeling tested, you know. This person is in the 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Holy cow. I knew this would be interesting because of the messages I was getting in the spiritual portion of the reading. Oh, my dog is at it again. Hey. If you didn't check that part out, I feel like you're kind of missing out because I can tell you undoubtedly it's connected to this portion. But yeah, person you're connected with, 7 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this is kind of spiky energy. Not always the most honest energy. And I felt in the spiritual part of the reading, this kind of like low level, gossipy, stalky, childish like energy, Scorpio. So that may be going on as well. But yeah, I feel like right now, you may be going through some challenges, right? Or feeling tested in some kind of way. So, and for some of you, you feel this person test you. So let's go further. Doc, no. Sorry, I'm not usually that like stern with him, but he was like licking an outlet. So I don't want him to get electrocuted. So I had to bring out my mean mom voice. Anyways. All right, let's go into the recent past and see what led up to the now for you, Scorpio. The Wheel, the Death and Rebirth card. Wow, Two of Cups. Give me one more. And the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness, what's the Seven of Swords? Wow, we're off to a crazy start. The Tower. Nope, that's too many. I'm going to take note of them. Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the King of Swords. What is the Tower? What is the Tower? So I feel like, yeah. Whew. Scorpio, there was definitely something that came to light in regards to a relationship. It could have been a past relationship. It may or may not be this person. Take it as it resonates. That tested you, you know, made you feel tested. Threw you through a loop even. It's like this sense of like things were going your way and there was significant changes happening in your life. And this was coming in through the emotional intimacy sector. And then something interrupts that here, Scorpio, with the Seven of Swords and the Tower, where it's like whatever was hidden came to light, or maybe coming to light during this time frame. And it's kind of like a curveball, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck is this about? But for some reason, it is also allowing you to finally let go of something and to find peace, to find resolve, maybe in your emotional realm. So let's see this person, where they're at. I also want to note that in the spiritual reading, I got a song by Sheryl Crow. I think it's called Are You Strong Enough to Be My Man? I'm not sure if that's the actual title, but that's what she says. The Fool, the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Empress. So, person you're connecting to, in the recent past, they've taken some sort of leap of faith here. And I feel like when this person made this decision, they felt pretty confident in the fact that they would be successful with whatever they were investing their time and energy into. So I feel like I feel a sense of confidence coming through this person. Like, you know, when you make a decision and you're like not even doubting it, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we make decisions and, you know, our mind will be like, oh, is that the right decision? I'm not very sure. But I feel like this person like had no doubt or something, like whatever they were reaching for in the past, like they felt it was assured, or that they're giving me the song Sure Thing by Miguel, or that it was divinely guided. They felt divinely guided in it. So I feel like the sense of assurance here, self-assurance. I also feel like this person has this energy about them that it's like when they have their mind set on something, they are so certain of their self or their capability to attain it that nothing really throws them off. You know what I mean? Which vibrationally is where you want to be at, right? So I feel a lot of confidence, I guess. Like this person is confident in themselves. So let's go further and go into how you perceive each other. Why am I like this today? All right, Two of Wands, the Star, the Four of Cups. You had a few of these same cards in your spiritual reading, the Five of Pentacles. So Scorpio, oh my goodness. There's this message here about like it may be easy for you to get a little bit off track to where you begin to look at your blessings, but then you let something, you entertain, there's something you're entertaining in your mind that has the ability to like then move your focus as opposed to like the possibilities to the barriers, or it makes you lose focus or lose sight of like what's important or the big picture, Scorpio. And every time you do this, it leaves you feeling empty. I've caught that in the first part of the reading as well. Some of you had hope for a future with this person, but there's also this emotional detachment here and abandonment. Some of you hoped for a future with a person that ultimately abandoned you, or you felt like abandoned you. Some of you, it may be your own abandonment issues. It may not even be related to this person that are getting in your way. A fear of that. All right, so let's see this person's, how they see you. Queen of Cups. The Death card. The Magician. Uh-oh. The Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. So, Scorpio, this person definitely views you as someone in a place of power or a power position, or maybe they feel you are powerful, okay? Especially if you're a masculine Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be, could be feminine as well. I feel like this person has options here or a decision that they need to make, and there's a caution here for this person not to allow their ego to overrule their spirit or their emotional self or what they know is right? Because this person is such a very focused and determined personality, sometimes they slip into the ego where they start letting the ego make the decisions instead of their spirit, which ultimately sabotages them. But I feel like this person gets emotional when they think about some sort of change or ending here, but they don't show it. Or they got a good poker face or something. Or maybe that's how they see you. I'm not sure. I'm getting the song Issues. I got issues, you got them too. So give them all to me and I'll give mine to you. All right, let's go into the heart space then. And I'm also getting the word priority. Like, who is... Did this person make you a priority or not, Scorpio? Because that's another way you can tell, right? When somebody's in it for the right reasons, you matter. You're a priority. Your thoughts and feelings, they take into consideration. Not saying, it could go toxic though, where you get codependent and you completely rely on that. But in a healthy, balanced relationship, it is an equal give and take, right? So, do you feel like you are a priority? Huh? Were you treated like a priority? All right, so Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, King of Wands, 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Doc, are you okay? Sorry, I hear my dog crying. Come here, buddy. Come here, baby. He might be stuck under the bed. I hope not. All right. Sorry. Scorpio, in the emotions, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, King of Wands, 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. A lot of defensiveness, a lot of guardedness, a lot of just feeling tested. Some of y'all are feeling tested. Like some pushing your buttons are just easily triggered during this time frame, which is always an indication when you are in that space that you need to pull away, right? And have some alone time to process what you're going through, right? Because you can never see the truth when you are in that space, right? Well, I shared a saying on my Facebook the other day, and I don't remember what it was, but it was like, you can't see through water while it's boiling, and the same is true for you. When you're boiling mad, you cannot have clarity at the same time. So, something to be aware of. But I feel like this feeling tested, yeah. Feeling at odds here. And it's in regards to either information you're learning or some sort of communication here. And because of that, you know, you may give a tongue lashing. Careful. But if I go back to the spiritual reading, the encouragement was to choose silence. So let's see this person's emotional space. The 9 of Swords. Two of Wands. Knight of Wands. Is there another card? Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So, Scorpio, you know, when this person, when they think too much about this, it stresses them out. When they look to the past and try to relive it or rethink it, it stresses them out. And this is their indication that they also need to move away from that energy. I feel like this person is in this space in their heart where they're ready for action, and I heard a place to call home, or like more stability here. Okay, so there's this very interesting message though. I heard, but if you need me, call me. And I'm getting the song, I'm only one call away. So it's almost like this person, say you're, you know, whether you're with this person currently or not, like if they were to notice you're in distress or stress, they would come to your rescue. They would come running, or vice versa. Maybe you feel that way. This is way interesting. All right, let's go into the big spiritual picture. Scorpio, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Yeah. All right, well, if you dwell on this too long, or you dwell on the past, Scorpio, it's going to steal away from the now. It's going to steal, it's a thief of joy every time we dwell on things we can't control, things that have hurt us, you know, things that we carry with us in our mind that we're better off to leave alone. And that was the message also in the spiritual reading, was to kind of release that. Because I feel like you get into this good feeling space and then your focus gets thrown off, or it's like you get into a good space and then because you're feeling good, you entertain things in your brain that aren't good for you. And then it brings you, because of where you gave your focus, to a bad feeling space. So, and it has to deal with either this partnership or just relationships in general. For some of you, there is like a third party here involved. But it's like whenever you go there, it just takes you down. It takes you all the way down. So it's like it's all good and well to go down memory lane or take away, you know, for us to take away wisdom from our experiences. But it's a whole nother thing to rehash it, relitigate it, relive it, dwell, you know. And when you do that, it completely pulls you out of alignment and makes you feel like poop, you know. So the good news is there seems to be like support or supportive friends here available or around here for you. Just make sure that they don't also contribute to your misery. You know what I mean? Like, make sure these are friends that are going to be supportive of you, not vent with you, Scorpio. What is this person's most likely energy? The Six of Swords. Seven of Wands. Ooh, there it is. Page of Swords. I saw that in the spiritual reading. So FYI, I caught a message about like online activity or like stalking, just somebody keeping an eye, paying attention, you know, what you're doing. And I couldn't tell if it was coming from your end or their end, but it's out again. So this could be this person. It could be that this person keeps an eye on you online. If you're not currently in a connection with them and they hide it. Or you could be doing that because it could be vice versa, or the both of you. Who knows? You both could be spying on each other and you don't even know. You know what I mean? The universe is funny that way. Or it could be a third party, because I picked up for some of you, there's like this outside energy that wants to come in, that's kind of watching this dynamic or this connection here. But you have the Queen of Swords out twice. So this person, it's weird because it's like they want to go towards the resolution. They want to distance themselves from, you know, this swordsy, icky energy, but then their ego keeps breaking. Curiosity, that's what it is. Curiosity is not this person's friend, it's their frenemy. Because curiosity killed the cat. There's a reason there's a saying like that. And that's what I'm going to title this reading, because that was the message I got at the beginning of the spiritual reading. Like, sometimes we do things out of curiosity, but it's like ignorance would have been so much better than knowing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because see, the thing is like, whatever this person goes into the Page of Swords, it pushes them further away from what they're actually wanting, and it puts them in this really nasty, kind of cold-hearted energy where it definitely doesn't bring out the best in them. Very hypercritical energy as well, when what they really want is equality. I hope this is making sense to someone. The Devil. And the Chariot. Yeah, so it's funny that this person wants equality, but they also get fixated. Sorry, they also have a tendency to get fixated on like kind of petty things, or be like, well, you didn't take the trash out. For some of you, it's that specific. Where like they get mad about, you know, like, I took the trash out yesterday, so you take it out today. And if you don't take it out today, then this is not equal give and take. You know, that's petty, right? But I don't know why I'm getting that example. Like, it just is take it or leave it. But it's like, there's a little bit of like a pettiness here, and I'm not going to completely blame it on the cross watcher, because it could be coming from either end, but that needs to be, I guess they need to be aware of that. That's really not how you get what you want. People think that they get what they want out of partners by explaining to them what they're not currently doing good enough. And that is so ass backwards, because think about yourself. How would you feel if somebody came up to you and said, listen, you're not measuring up. You're not good enough. So like, you need to change so that I can be happy and we could be a happy couple. You know what I mean? Like, you would be put on the super defensive, right? Unless you was super emotionally, spiritually evolved, then you may take it with a grain of salt and be like, okay, I can see this as a reflection of you, but I'll continue to love myself. But most people would be offended by that. And yet we do it to our partners all the time. We do it in relationships all the time. Like, I need you to fulfill this, and this need, and in order for me to be happy, and here's my boundaries, and here's what I like, here's what I don't like, learn me, go, you know? But it's not really what it's all about. It's about our own spiritual growth and development, right? So there's all that to say, like, there's growth needed here in the way that they view partnerships, because it's not a transactional type of thing. That's not how energy works. You don't get what you want out of someone by telling them what they're not. You only get more of what they're not, because law of attraction brings you what you focus on. So if you're focused on only the things that you don't like about a person, do not be surprised when you amplify those characteristics out of them, because you will, right? The way that you get what you want out of a partner is first being the partner that you would wish to have, right? But also focusing on the traits that you want to grow in that person, that you love in that person, and emphasizing that. And then their behavior, that's what you pull out of them. I'm not trying to give you a law of attraction tutorial here. I'm just trying to help your cross watcher out so that life is a bit easier. Or maybe this also applies to you, Scorpio. Sometimes we all get a little caught in our ego. So it's seeing the bigger perspective, and there's growth. The good thing is there's growth coming through the situation. This person is going to move forward from whatever they've been fixated on, because it doesn't feel good when they go into that space. And all of us have an intrinsic desire to feel good, right? So they are going to move out of that energy fairly soon. So let's see what the guidance is. Holy cow, this is a long reading. Whoa, 3 cards, 4 cards, all of them. I heard this is a joined message. So these are for you and them. First card is forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or suffocating spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of the emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right powerful and has the capacity to heal. Strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength. You are never alone. Believe. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of what you believe in. And support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and they move on. Others may return because you need to learn more, and some will remain throughout your entire life. So, wow. All of them are valuable though, Scorpio. So, woo! Very awesome, interesting, intense reading. I hope it resonated with you guys. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or having your own birth chart. I have here Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Taurus again, Aries, Taurus again, Virgo. Why do I have the song Getting to Know You? Did I say this already? Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. I think that came out in the Aquarius reading as well. And you do have Aquarius energy here, so could be connecting with that. Libra, Scorpio, more Scorpio energy. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't, guys. If it did resonate, give me a like and a comment and share my videos. Somehow I fell off the YouTube algorithm. My page was growing like rocketing, and then all of a sudden I fell off the map because I took a little hiatus. So help me get back on the map, guys, by sharing my video. Also, if you're subscribed, you're probably not getting all the notifications anymore. So hit the, so unsubscribe and then resubscribe real quick right now. Just double tap it, unsubscribe, then make sure you're resubscribed, and then you'll get all the notifications moving forward. It'll also help me move up the algorithm again. So I know I got a lot of Scorpios out there that watch me, so I appreciate that if you can do that for me. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.